Hello, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life. I am so excited. Today is the first one of our series that I collaborated together with Heather Crafty Life called Gettin Sketchy. We are together doing sketches between each other that we have made. And as I showed you before, right there was my sketch. It was one of mine that I made while I was still not doing YouTube videos. So here goes the video. I started to use the collection Glitter Girl from Chanel, and obviously from the sketch you can tell that we had like a triangle effect that I made to where two papers are going to show. So this is what I'm doing to this star paper. It's gold and totally not my element, on the respect that I never use much gold to begin with. So I decided I'm going to go out of my element and do something a little bit differently. So I looked at it and that's what I decided to do. Obviously I use my ATG gun, so here I am, and I'm going to back it. I'm going to do some mixed media, so I really wanted to make sure I got it stuck down pretty good. So just a little bit about the picture. It's going to actually be called Bird's Eye. And as you can see right there on the tags, I already put those together because I wanted to really document this picture. This is of my daughter. This was when we were leaving Stuttgart, Germany, to come back here to the States. And she was scared. This is, to her, this is like a whole new different country. So through this process, when I have a little bit of time to explain, I'll explain a little bit more. But there you can see that I'm putting down the gesso. And I use a lot of clear gesso. You will see throughout more of my process videos I will use white gesso, but as of right now I just have clear. So my daughter is very much German. She's lived in that life for 3 years, and she has become accustomed to the German atmosphere and the European way of doing things. So she, excuse me, there's some gelatos. Now, I got all my gelatos from Hobby Lobby. I used it 40% off. Here I am making a goofy move. I don't know why I did this. I decided to put it on there and then try to water it when I know I need to put it on my packaging tape. And so you'll see me try it, and then you see me walk away, which you don't see me, and here I am walking away. I'm getting water, and so I can get my packaging. Why I didn't grab all this stuff prior, who knows? So I'm walking away to get water and my packaging tape and some clean, good water, because me, like I said, I forgot. There I go. So I'm trying to make that go away, and like I said, why I do not know why I put it on there. Normally I use the packaging technique. And there I'm trying to rub it, and that didn't work. I needed more water, and I just was frustrated at this point. Excuse me, sorry about that. But here I am, I'm finally getting it to work right, to at least looking like packaging tape. And here I think I went and got more water again because I didn't grab enough, or I went to go change it something. So I'm sorry that there's not much going on right there. There, now you see me do it correctly. Yay, Miranda. So I'm putting down the 4 colors, or the 3 colors that I want. And I just put it around. I just wanted to add those colors once I get going here and I get this all packaged down and I like it the way it is. You'll see me pull out the 6x6 pad that I showed you and start with my layers. But as I'm doing this, I'll finish up my story quickly about my daughter. My daughter was 2 when we went to Germany, and then she lived that life for so long. So then we came back, and to her, this was a brand new country, and she was so like scared and everything. She was worried that she wasn't going to have the food. She was worried that she wasn't going to. There's the heat gun again. I hate waiting for things, so I'm letting it dry. She was worried that she wasn't going to make any friends. She was worried about everything. She was just scared. So she was sitting by the plane and she was contemplating life. So my title to this one is actually going to be called Bird's Eye View. And it literally is a bird's eye view of my daughter looking at the plane on her unknown venture that she's literally going into. So that's what all that journaling is. And in the picture of my sketch, I actually had it to where there was supposed to be two pictures. And I decided to do one of them as my journaling because I literally had a lot. And I really didn't want to hide it, which I've done before. I've hid stuff before, but I really wanted people to know her story. So here I am picking out the papers. I'm going through them as quickly as I can to find which ones I want. And so I picked those. She's my spunky little girl, so it worked out perfect for us to have Glitter Girl on this. And so I'm cutting off the thing because I didn't really want the perforated edge, but that's going to be my main background to everything. So you'll see me distress this. Sorry about the garbage can. Yeah, you get to see what I put in my garbage can. I had Halloween candy. But I just wanted to show you that off camera where you see my arm, I'm distressing the edges. And I just wanted to quickly get that done. And I'll come back to camera. So I just distressed the other side. I'm very much a clean freak, so I don't like kind of dirt and grime everywhere. But I love mixed media, obviously. So, but I was putting the paper clippings and stuff in there. So I'm putting that down and just making sure that everything looks good. So here I am going through and I'm trying to see which layers I want to go with. And I grabbed these papers and I just cut them up to not any random particular size. I just wanted them to be on the back. So again, there's my paper trimmer. My paper trimmer is from Stampin' Up. I've had it for so many years. When they switched, I had to switch out. Believe it or not, I switched out from when they switched their stuff. So I've had it for a long time. Love it. But there you are. You can see that I'm just doing some papers. And this one kind of took me just a little bit longer than I normally do. Most of the time my layers gets together pretty quick. But here I'm putting it all together and I'm pretty good about estimating where I want my layers without having the picture on there. So as you can tell, I just put it on. It's pretty good. I'm pretty good about it on that respect. So I just wanted a little extra blue to show through because of the gelato that I used. So that's where this one comes through a little bit on that respect. And if I would have cut out a lot of this, my video would have probably been only like 10 minutes, which sometimes I like the really short videos, but I was like, I wanted you guys to see the process that a lot of us go through, that yes, it does take some time. Here I am getting some foam. I ordered my foam originally off of Amazon, and I used Tombow for mine. And mine does not come with all of the amazing little sticker stuff that you guys can pull off and stick on one side and then glue on the other. But mine is more, I gotta glue both sides. So Tombow works well for this stuff, for this foam. So I am backing it with this because I wanted the picture to stick up just a little bit from the rest of it so that I could layer underneath. So there I go, layering it out, and I realized that this is what I want. So I'm off going to get thread. I put a lot of thread on mine when I saw, I'm going to shout out, Missy Whitten is the one that got me hooked on this thread factor. When I saw that she was putting thread down on her process videos, I was like, yes, I've got to do this. So I grabbed my twine, is from Close to My Heart, so I grabbed some of that. And I put it in the tag, and then I actually taped it to the back of one of the tags and used the excess that I have sitting there that I cut off, that you'll see me cut off right there. And then I put it down just to add a little extra touch to it. So in the close-ups, you'll see it a little bit better for that respect. But here you'll see the cheater method. I just grabbed regular office tape, house tape, whatever you want to call it, and I taped the back. Pretty easy. I don't glue it unless I absolutely have to, for the respect of that part of it. So you see me do that, and then it was giving me a little bit of trouble. So in a little bit, you should see me glue it with my little tape runner. But here I am. This is how I do my thread. I've tried doing it the way Missy Witten does it. I don't know how she does it, but yep, that's how I do mine. So you'll see me pick out 3 different colors. They match the colors actually perfectly to the colors of the glitter girl collection. So I grabbed pink, purple, and blue, and I just put it under there and stick it to more of the I put it only by my journaling. I just wanted to add a little bit more because I knew that there wasn't much I could do in that picture area, quote unquote, because essentially I wanted everybody to read, be able to read it when they would look through the pages, if they decide to read about why I called this title or this page, you know, the bird's eye view. So here I am, I'm doing that, and there, that's when I went to go grab my little tape runner. My little tape runner is from Stampin' Up. So I brought on this unicorn because she loves unicorns. I thought it was a really good idea to bring it in. And I fixed it a little bit more once you start to see me. So I'm going through the ephemera pack. I do pick the flowers out and I put them in. And I thought I was going to use the rainbows because I was trying to like say that it's like going over the rainbow, but it doesn't make it. But I did find the love, and I add that because I feel that she needed just some love. And then I added the stars on top to get my triangle effect going because I do try to do a triangle. So here you'll see me put the flowers in the embellishment. So I do my triangle effect of the respect that I try to have a triangle every time I do my embellishments. Not always, but for the most part I do. And I struggle with these 2 flowers. I did not know where I wanted to put them, but I wanted them behind that unicorn. No matter what I did, they work. So you see here, I'll cut off. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to be off screen there. I cut off a little bit of the flower, and then I take my little tape runner and I tape them together, and then they actually fit under there. You don't see it, but it's a nice touch just behind the unicorn because it was just white back there. You do see some of the mixed media, but not a lot because it wasn't in the spot that I put it. So there you go. You see that I taped it together. And here, this is where I go to actually start placing everything down. I decided to use the Tombow instead of my tape runner because I will use my tape runner as well to stick down. And I kind of mess around with this thread a little bit too because I want to make sure that it is peeking out for that part of it. And then here I am. I'm struggling just a little bit to get it out, but it's coming together. And the page turns out really well after I start to do this and get it down. And here I am. Honestly, I don't know why I went off. I don't know why I went off. Oh, I needed more foam because here I go and I put the unicorn. I realized that the unicorn needs a little bit of foam, so I needed to go get some more foam and stick it down. And here, this unicorn would not stay for the life of me. I tried glue, I tried everything. So after the video and I got done with the video and I got my pictures taken and everything of it, I put a book on it so it sticks because it's the goofy thing. You'll see me go and touch it and it won't stick. You'll see me go and touch it and it won't stick. And I was like, this thing is giving me some trouble, but it still turns out great at the end. But there you see me, I'm holding it and it pops back up. But it was okay because I needed to stick these flowers back down underneath of it so that I just wanted that touch. The touch for me worked perfect for that area. And there I go again, more glue because that thing just gave me trouble. Oh, I'm sorry about that. There goes my my tripod. I have it in a new area, which works great for me because I'm not like trying to go around the tripod itself, but I have to get some clamps. But I like this view. I like the way it works. It works out perfect. You guys get to see everything, and I've got my desk to put things. And so you're not seeing everything that I'm doing. So back to the layout. I went and glued down the stars there. And then you'll see that I put the love and my little flower embellishment underneath. And I grabbed the little enamel dots that Glitter Girl had, or Chamel put with her line. I did the stars, hearts, and their alpha stickers, the thickers that came with it. And here I am just putting down the bird's eye. And I noticed with these, when I got done and I got done with the still shots, they didn't stick very well, and I should have known better. I always put a little bit of glue or something with it, but if you do happen to get these, they're amazing. I love the glitter on them. They work perfect with the collection, but you do have to put some glue down. They just come off. My whole bottom, the word view, just all fell off after I picked up my layout, so I had to re-glue. But you don't see that on camera. I didn't notice it until afterwards for that respect. So here I am putting on all the letters, and then I realized that I need to move it over, so I'm moving it over a little bit. So I go and I should be done with the thickers. And there, see, I keep going back to that goofy unicorn because it just doesn't want to stick. So here I am putting all the little hearts around. And I just kind of place them wherever I feel that they look great, that I feel that they look good at. So I put some down in the corner, and then I take these little dots here, and I place them all over the stars. I just kind of randomly place them. And I went after the camera because I didn't want you to watch me glue everything down, but I did glue the enamel dots down because that star paper has like a little bit of a gloss to it, and they don't stick very well. So after the video was done and I got my pictures and stuff in, I went and glued them all down. I just didn't think you guys needed to see me, but I wanted to let you know that I did put them on there. And there's my layout. And I do add, in the still shots, you do see the date stamp. Thank you so much for checking this out, and I hope you have a scrappy day. Talk to you soon. Bye.